Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Ray Keller. Actually, let me just do this. My name is Ray Keller. I'm owner and independent broker with Independent Island Life Insurance Agency, the least expensive life insurance possible. Just wanted to do a quick video. Someone asked me today what makes me unique in my agency, and so I uh, I threw up all over that gentleman, and I asked him for forgiveness later. I said, "You asked for it, here it is." So I gave him the rundown, but I thought it would be helpful to answer that question for all of you that may visit my website, this is what we're looking at right now, or those of you that may visit my Facebook page, and I'll give you a peek at that here in just a minute. So why should you work with Independent Island Life Insurance? Let's start off here on the home page. The number one reason is the least expensive life insurance possible. I already mentioned that, but I'm going to get into why that is possible and why I'm able to deliver on that promise every single time. So first off, let's start off with the coronavirus. Zero risk of corona, no face-to-face meetings required. What's important about this uh, service that I offer is that I've been selling life insurance 100% remotely over the phone, going on 5 years now. So I'm well experienced in selling life insurance remotely, 100% over the phone and internet, no face-to-face meetings required. Now, I'm going to go a little deeper into this to help you understand. Most people don't understand this about life insurance, but we've been sort of brainwashed to believe that we must buy life insurance face-to-face. I've lost policies because they only want me to do this face-to-face, and I try to explain to them, so I'm going to explain it to all of you in this video. Quite simply, life insurance there's a lot of investment that goes into a face-to-face meeting. So let's start from the beginning. I'm Life Insurance Bob, and Life Insurance Bob just spent $25 plus to get your name, phone number, email, address. You filled out some lead form somewhere, probably your bank sent it to you, saying that you have a special offer through your credit union or through your bank to get a really cheap, inexpensive life insurance policy. So you filled out that form and you mailed it back, or it came in your mailbox, which is another common way to fill out one of those forms. So Agent Bob paid $25 plus. More often than not, it's a lot more than that. It's usually $45, $50 on average to get your name, phone number, email, and address. He called you many times, not just one time, because you didn't pick up the first time. He spent a lot of time trying to catch you on the phone, and when he finally did, he booked an appointment with you. And Agent Bob, lives about an hour away from you, maybe more, hour and a half, 2 hours is not uncommon to drive to an appointment. So now he's put you on his calendar. He's set aside somewhere between probably 3 to 5 hours total time, including driving. Set aside that time on his calendar for you. He gets into his car, Agent Bob, drives out to your home, and you're not there. And this happens probably, I don't know what the percentage, we'll just say 50% of the time. 50% of the appointments, they don't answer the door. That's called a no-show. Agent Bob has now invested 3 different times. Number one, he invested in the $45 contact info that he paid to get your name, phone number, email, and address. So he's into it already, $45. He also spent however many hours or minutes, at least, maybe up to an hour phone time trying to catch you on the phone to book the appointment. Time is money. That's the second investment. Agent Bob's third investment is he got into his car. Actually, there's 4 now that I think about it. His third investment is he got into his car, he drove to your house, set aside all this time specifically for your appointment, and you don't show up. So that happens on most occasions. And then the fourth investment is all the money lost that he could have made with another appointment with someone who could have and would have kept their appointment. So he's made four investments. So when Agent Bob finally gets someone, let's say it's you, and you decide you're going to keep your appointment. You're at the door, you even bake some cookies for Agent Bob. He comes in, you welcome him in, he says, "Can we sit at the table? It's a little bit easier." Many of you have been through this, so you'll recognize this routine. He sits at the kitchen table, and then the kitchen table battle begins. He's invested a lot of time and money into getting in front of you, and he's not going to leave your house until he either has a policy in hand or you kick him out. So this is the number one reason. This is the brainwashing that we've all been led to believe. You don't want to have an agent sitting at your kitchen table. You want to have an agent in his house or his office, and you in your home or your office, so that you can just hang up. If you don't like what you hear, you don't like what you see, you get those heebie-jeebie feelings, something's not right, then you can just hang up the phone. But again, I've been doing this now for going on 5 years now, and I don't require the kitchen table battle. Not at all. I don't want it. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of yours. We can do everything with the right tools and the experience that I have all over the phone, 100% remote. So if I haven't hammered that, beat that dead horse to death, I don't know what I've done. Secondly, 100% independent broker with access to every carrier on the planet. What does that mean to you? Equals lowest price possible. This is what I meant earlier, I alluded to. This is where you get the least expensive options possible, is here at Independent Island Life Insurance with me. Here is a list of many of the carriers, all of which I'm contracted with, and many, many more. Why am I contracted with so many? Because Lincoln gives a cheaper policy rate to John Doe, and John Hancock gives a lower monthly premium to Jane Doe. Every carrier offers a different rate depending on the person. That's what you want when you're shopping for life insurance. You want someone who has access to everything, so that they can find the least expensive rate, get contracted with that carrier as quickly as possible, and submit a policy on your behalf and get you approved. So these are a list of many, but there's many, many more that I'm contracted with. And the final point, at least on this page, is instant approval over the phone. We've already kind of hammered that to death. These are a couple of the quotes I've heard in my 4 going on 5 years. I didn't know we could buy life insurance so quickly, all over the phone. And the other quote, I hate needles, so I'm glad I don't have to do a medical exam. So some of these options, there are options that have no medical exam required. They're called instant approval, or simplified issue is the technical name for those. Or if you want to get the least expensive option, we do a fully underwritten is the name of those policies, which require blood and urine samples and a medical exam in your home or office. So we won't get into that in this video, but I wanted to answer that question of why you should work with Independent Island Life Insurance Agency. Another couple that I'll just quickly touch on: scholarships. You can earn scholarship money for your kids. Most agents don't offer you anything. You pay them a commission, and you overpay them a commission, I should say, because you bought an expensive policy from them, because they're captive agents, they're not independent. So with me, you get an independent agent, least expensive life insurance possible. You get free scholarship money towards your kids' education. You get simplified issue or instant approval options, as well as fully underwritten medical exam required options, which will get you even a cheaper policy. You get the reviews to back up everything that I'm saying. You can read those. There's pages and pages of those here on the reviews side. And one other thing I'll mention, I offer a DIY life insurance option, which allows you to do it yourself. No agent required, no medical exam required. And I give you a little instruction here, written instruction with a little video tutorial, and then you click here to quote yourself, apply, get approved in less than 10 minutes flat. Up to $500,000 in coverage for 30 years. It's just more than enough for most people I know. And then one other thing on the buy your own policy, you can also sell your existing policy. Most people are not aware of this, and some really are disgusted by it. But there are others. I just want to make sure you have all the options possible to you. If you want to sell your policy, you can get several $100,000 depending on the size of your policy. If you don't want to keep it anymore, you just have to sell it to a third party, usually business or corporation, that will buy your policy, and they will wait till you're dead and collect as a beneficiary, but they will pay you a lot of money for that policy. So not something to just balk at, but maybe consider. Again, that's how you do that. Is you come to my page here, and I have a little instruction on how to do it with a link, and then I show you here where to click to begin the process and to get a quote. You start with a quote when you sell your policy, so they'll give you kind of a ballpark quote of what they'd pay for it, and then you can decide, talk with your significant other, family, and decide if that's something you want to do. So I'm going to end this video now. Thanks again for joining me today for this tutorial or this explanation video on why you should work with me at Independent Island Life Insurance. Again, my name is Ray Keller, and if you want to reach out to me, you can reach me here at the bottom through this chat feature, or you can also write me here on my contact page. You can click here to schedule a 15-minute call with me. You can email me at this email address, or you can call or text me at that phone number. Make it a fantastic day. Talk to you later.